Assalamualaikum. We from Group 2 will present about EV maintenance for the Project 1. The topic is EV conversion. Okay, the group members is Muhammad HAFIZUDIN bin ZUHAIR. Second, Muhammad AMIRUN ZAYAN bin AZHAR. The third is AMIR SYAZWAN bin Muhammad ARIS. And lastly, Muhammad HILMIRASHDAN bin Muhammad RASHID. Next. Okay, for the introduction for the EV or electric vehicle. Okay, the EV is the one that runs off electricity rather than internal combustion engine. Uh, the EV is the generate power by the burning mixture of the fuel and gas. Okay, other than that, the EV can view as a potential replacement for the current generation automobiles in order to the address issues such as rising pollution, global warming, depleting natural resource, and so on. Other than that, the EV have the concept has been around for the long time. It has gained a lot of attention in the last decade due to the rising carbon footprint and other environment impact of the fuel-based vehicle. Okay, then next. Okay, this type of the EV or electric vehicle. Okay, the first is a battery electric vehicle (BEV). Second, a fuel cell electric vehicle (PCEV). Third, a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle (PHEV). And lastly, a plug-in hybrid PHEV. Okay, next. For the battery electric vehicle BEV, okay, it also referred as a all electric vehicle. It's run on the electricity only and recharged from the internal power source. Okay, the BEV propelled by one or more electric motors powered by rechargeable battery pack. Okay, the most BEV can travel at least 100 miles on a charge. And many new vehicles coming on the market offer all electric range of 200 to 300 miles or more. This is a picture for the BEV. Uh, the, the component of the BEV battery packs and electric motor. Next. Okay, for the fuel cell electric vehicle FCEV, okay, also now as a zero emission vehicle. They employ fuel cell technology and generate the electricity required to run the vehicle. Then that CEV use chemical energy to convert directly into the electric energy. Okay, these are pictures of the FCEV. This component is a hydro tank, fuel cell, battery, PCU, power control unit, and electric motor. Okay, next. Okay, this plug-in hybrid electric vehicles (PHEV). Okay, PHEV also prefer the series hybrid. The engine of the PHEV to the motor can choose between conventional fuel such as gasoline and alternative fuel such as biodiesel. Okay, then that PHEV can rechargeable battery pack to use the power. Then that internal charging is possible for the battery, and PHEV can operate in at least two mode for the all electric mode, and in which the motor and battery provide all of the energy for the vehicle. That next hybrid mode is both electricity and gasoline for all diesel are used. Okay, this picture for the PHEV. The four component is a fuel, the battery, electric motor, and an engine. Okay, next. Okay, this hybrid electric vehicle, HEV. They refer the series hybrid or parallel hybrid. HEV are powered to the engine and the electric motor. Okay, the engine of the hybrid electric vehicle is powered by fuel and the motor to powered by battery. Then that both of the engine and the electric motor rotate the transmission at the same time. Uh, this function to drive the wheels. Okay, these features of the HEV. This component in the HEV is a full tank, battery, engine, and electric motors. Okay, next I will pass to Muhammad Ilmi.
Okay, I will continue the presentation. So as you can see, this contraction and operation of electric vehicle. There have 9 components in electric vehicle. So for the next slide, this is the component in electric vehicle. The operation of electric vehicles is different from the internal combustion engine. In this section, we will look at the main component of electric vehicle in order to understand the importance of characteristic. For the first component is the auxiliary battery. This is the main purpose of the auxiliary battery is providing electricity to power vehicle, accessory, and electric vehicle. Second is the charge port. Okay, charge port function is allow the vehicle to connect an external power supply in order to charge the traction battery pack. Second, next, DC to DC converter. DC to DC converter is a type of power converter is used in electrical engineering that transforms a direct current source from one voltage level to another by temporarily storing the input energy and release it the output at a specific voltage. And for the next is the electric traction motor. This electric traction motor drive the vehicle wheels by using the power from the battery pack. Some vehicles use motor generator that perform the both of drive and generation function. Next, okay, onboard charger. The onboard charger is the function is to take the incoming electricity supplied from the charge port and convert it to DC power for charging the traction battery. Okay, second is onboard charger also communicates with the charging equipment and monitors battery systems such as voltage, current, temperature, and state of charge (SOC) while charging the pack. For the second, power electronics controller. Power electronic controller is to manage the flow of electrical energy delivered from a traction battery, and power electronics control also controlling the speed of the electric traction motor and the torque it produces. Next, okay, for the thermal system is the cooling system in the system that maintains a proper operating temperature range of electric motor, power electronics, and other components. For the traction battery pack, is the function is the store the electricity for use by the electric traction motor. For the last of component is the transmission. The transmission is a transfer of mechanical power from the electric traction motor to drive the wheels. Okay. Next, for the operation of electric vehicle, as you can see, there's a few components of electric components. This is the simple wiring diagram for a direct current electric vehicle. So how it works is, electric vehicle is like a automatic car, and they have a forward and reverse mode. So when we want move the car, first of all, is, as you can see, there is a port box. When we move the port box pedal, it will give the signal to the controller, and after that, the controller will get the high voltage source from the battery pack by through the fuse and contactor. And after that, after receive the high voltage source, the controller will supply the current to the motor. Extra safety devices such as multiple stop button, inertial switch, and key switch are used to start or stop the circuit of the system. To move the motor, we should switch on the key switch and switch off the inertial switch for emergency stop button. Move the port box pedal to control the speed of the motor. Okay, next. For the electronic control of electronic vehicle car, I will pass the presentation to my friends. Thank you.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is SYAZWAN bin Muhammad ARIS, and today I'm going to talk about electronic control of EV car. So we know that the EV car has more electronic parts because it's an electric vehicle, right? Okay. So in this slide, I will talk about all the components of the electronic control of the EV car. Okay, first is the vehicle control system. What is a vehicle control system? Vehicle control system is a production vehicle that vehicle control system in extraordinary complex distribute on several electronic control module and with a lot of interaction with other vehicle system like braking, heating, ventilation, battery management, and essential. The purpose of this article is to understand how a high-level simplified controller works and what is the main information exchange between modules, such as uh, A is powertrain, B is high voltage battery, C is vehicle like body, a ground wire, and so on, and D is brakes. Okay. For this slide is about software control point. So from the software control point view, we are going to consider several control systems for the EV car, such as electric machine control system (ECM), B is stability control system (SCS), C is battery management system (BMS), D is driver mode system (DMS), E is vehicle control system. So this is the signal interface for all the electronic components. As you can see, it has EMCS, BMS, SCS, DMS, and VCS. So you can see the VCS is control everything like vehicle mode, vehicle speed, set point, accelerator pedal position, brake pedal position, battery stat, battery maximum current, and so on. So if you can see this, we know that how the signal interface into each electronic component of the EV car. So inverter control module. What do we know about inverter control module? Inverter control module controls the frequency of the power supply to an AC to control the rotation speed of the motor. So the photo that you see, this is just a small inverter control module. So you can see the number that was highlighted in the picture. So the number one is control circuit connection, input and output. In this photo, you cannot see the number, so I will tell you number two. The number two is communication and input output ports. Number three is high voltage battery connection, and the number four also you cannot see in this picture is a three-phase output connection. So this is the battery control module. Usually when we use is the Orion BMS. So the main feature of the Orion BMS is to monitor every core voltage, field programmable and upgradable, intelligent cell balancing, enforce minimum and maximum cell voltage, enforce maximum current, enforce temperature limits, and monitor state of charger. So the BMS control all the current supply to the battery. So this will make the EV car more not more to notice the user about the health of their battery and how much does it last for the vehicle to charge and so on. Okay, so for the next slide, I will pass to my friend Muhammad Zayan.
Okay, so we move to last part about advantage and disadvantage of EV car. So Amir, please for next slide. Okay, so we don't have a time, so I will explain briefly and concisely. So about as you can see, advantage of electric car have five and advantage. So I take a main advantage. So actually there are many more advantage of EV. So I take five only. So for the first one, advantage for EV car is no gas requirement. Okay, EV car has used fully electric, fully charged by electric. They no need to refuel by gasolines. Okay, for the second, more convenience. Electric car is very easily to recharge and best part of that electric vehicle user no longer need to stop at the gas station. Okay, for the third advantage, low maintenance. Okay, not low maintenance of course, low maintenance means EV car no need to come to service center every 6 months or anytime to service our like engine oil. No, electric car only service like visual inspection. That's why my opinion lah. Okay, then we move to no emission. Of course, electric car use fully electric. They no need use any emission system. So and then the last part of advantage, reduce noise pollution. EV car no use the exhaust, so very quietly. So we can reduce the noise pollution. Okay, for the next and last part is disadvantage of electric car. Electric car for disadvantage, recharge point. So since there are many people using the electric car nationwide, electric car gas station are still in development stage. So there are not many locations that offer electric car gas station. Okay, so and then we move to the second disadvantage, battery replacement. Battery replacement for EV car very is not the cheapest. Very sorry, very hard to replace. Then the almost battery in electric car need to be replaced every 5 to 10 years. Okay, for the third of disadvantage, electric car is not free. Electricity is not free. So when we need to charge at the gas station or shopping mall, electric car still need to pay for time. Okay, means for example, $1 for 1 minute, like that. Okay, for the fourth disadvantage, short driving range. Okay, so every electric car vehicle has been limit in terms of range on and speed. So most of these electrical vehicles are capable of traveling approximately 80 to 160 kilometers and need to stop to recharge. Okay, and the last one, disadvantage of electrical is longer recharge time. Sometimes half electrical need to charge for 4 hours to 6 hours, or need to charge for half a day to fully charge. So that's all from group 2. I hope you understand our presentation from group 2.